Welcome to Lesson 10. This is our final lesson for Abacus addition and subtraction, and I'm thrilled you've worked so hard to reach this milestone. Great work! Today, we're diving into subtraction using the 10 complement. In earlier lessons, we introduced the formula for addition with the 10 complement. While we use the same pairs for subtraction, we'll be applying them a bit differently. Now, grab your abacus and get ready. Let's get started. Let's subtract 12 minus 8 on the abacus. First, we add 12 starting from the higher place value, which is 10. When we try to subtract 8, we find that there aren't enough beads in the ones column to do so. In this case, we need to borrow 10 from the tens column. The formula for subtraction here is, to subtract 8, we subtract 10 and then add 2. In the tens column, we subtract 10, then add 2 in the ones column. Remember, 2 and 8 are complementary pairs. Now, count the remaining beads on the bar. There are 4. Therefore, 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. This is how we apply the formula for subtraction. Notice that we use the same pairs of numbers, but we apply them differently compared to addition. Next example. Let's subtract 46 minus 7 on the abacus. First, we add 46 starting from the higher place value, which is 40. When we want to subtract 7, we find that there aren't enough beads in the ones column to do so. In this case, we need to borrow 10 from the tens column. The formula for subtraction here is, to subtract 7, we subtract 10 and then add 3. Remember, 3 and 7 are friends? In the tens column, we subtract 10, then add 3 in the ones column. Now, count the remaining beads on the bar. There are 39. Therefore, 46 minus 7 is equal to 39. Well done! Next example. Let's subtract 51 minus 5 on the abacus. First, we add 51. When we want to subtract 5, we find that there aren't enough beads in the ones column to do so. In this case, we need to borrow 10 from the tens column. The formula for subtraction here is, to subtract 5, we subtract 10 and then add 5. Remember, 2 5s are friends? To subtract 10 in the tens column, we start by adding 40. After that, we subtract 50 from the upper bead, since the lower bead can't be used to subtract 10. Then, we add 5 in the ones column. Now, count the remaining beads on the bar. There are 46. Therefore, 51 minus 5 is equal to 46. Well done! Next example. Let's do subtraction 117 minus 40 on the abacus. First, add 117 on the abacus, starting with the hundreds column. Next, we need to subtract 40 from the tens column, but since there aren't enough beads in the tens column, we'll need to borrow 100 from the hundreds column. To do this, we use the formula, subtract 4, subtract 10, then add 6. Apply this in the hundreds column by subtracting 10, which is 100, and then adding 6 in the tens column, which gives us 60 in the tens column. Now, count the beads on the abacus. There are 77. Therefore, 117 minus 40 equals 77. Great job! You've now mastered all the formulas for addition and subtraction on the abacus. Print these formulas and keep them handy while you practice to help reinforce your memory. Keep up the practice, and you'll soon be able to handle any addition and subtraction problem with ease. Don't forget to check out the upcoming practice videos. They're a great way to reinforce your skills. See you in the next video. Bye for now.